Sing unto Yahweh, let all the earth call. Bless his name and show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory amongst the...
Shalom, shalom, Mishpachah. Today we're going to look at Deuteronomy 25 and 12. And we are going to do a analysis of what it says. We're going to go into the language and break it down. 25 and 12 is the one where it says if two men are striving together, and if one of the men's wife hits the other one in the private parts, then you shall cut off her hand. A lot of Hebrews think that this is literal, and it is not. And so we're going to talk about it today. We're going to go into the Hebrew and break it down. Right here. So right here we have Wesakata. You have the Vav conjugate, right, with the Shawah under. You have the Kuf with the Patak. You have the Ayin with the damn, I can't think of it right now. Zadeh with the dot in front of it. Okay, with the dagesh in front, which makes the hard S sound. You have the T, and then you have the A. Okay, Wesakata. Et, this is your direct object marker. Et. Kupa right here. You have the Kuf with the dagesh in the middle, with the Patak under. You have the Pei, okay, and you have an Etna here. So right here, that Etna, that little arrow, not arrow, but like a little hill mark. It goes like this, boom, boom, boom. That is a pause, okay? So when it says that Wesakata et Kippah, it's a pause. Then lo Tahaus Ineka, okay? So we're going to look at these words right here, Wesakata and Kippah. Okay, they say Kippah means hand, and Wesakata means that then you shall cut off. You shall cut off, okay? So we're going to look at the word Wesakata, right? We have here Wesakata. Okay, it means to cut off, to cut down, to cut asunder, right? The Hebrew verb katsatz primarily means to cut off or cut down. It is used in various contexts in the Old Testament, often referring to the physical act of cutting or severing something. The term can also imply a decisive action, such as removal or destruction of an object or person. So, is it metaphorically, or does it imply to remove a person in this context, or does it imply to physically sever something? In ancient Israelite culture, cutting or severing was a significant action often associated with judgment, covenant, or purification. For example, cutting down trees or idols was a common practice to remove objects of pagan worship. The act of cutting could symbolize the end of a relationship or the removal of sin and impurity. Understanding the cultural context of katsatz helps in grasping the gravity and implications of its use in biblical narratives. Right? So that word Wesakata, all right, it is a conjugate vav call stem, which means in the simplest form, perfect masculine singular. So we have right here call form, perfect masculine singular construct, Wesakata. Wesakata. And it says right here, Deuteronomy 25 and 12. And it has the accusative conf, mem, hey. Okay, when it has a kaf mem hey, and that in these verses, that's what it'll show up with that. It means that it's accusative. All right. So right here, telling you Deuteronomy 25 and 12, right here, this is the context to cut off. Okay. So what are we cutting off? It's cutting off the kippah. Okay. What is the kippah? Kippah does not mean hand. Kippah means palm. As you can see, kippah from the root word kaf, which means palm, hand, hollow, soul. Right? So it comes from the root word of the kaf, the letter kaf. The Hebrew word kaf primarily refers to the palm of the hand or the hollow of a surface. It is used to describe the physical part of the hand that can hold or grasp objects. In a broader sense, it can also refer to the sole of the foot or any concave or hollowed out space. The term is often used metaphorically to convey ideas of power, possession, or care, as the hand is the symbol of action and capability. So is it telling you to really literally cut off that woman's hand? No, it's not. It's telling you to cut off her money or to put her away. In ancient Hebrew culture, the hand, particularly the palm, was a significant symbol of strength, skill, and blessing. The act of laying hands on someone was a gesture of blessing, authority, or consecration. The palm was also associated with protection and provision, as it was part of the hand used to hold and support. In the context of worshiping and offering, the palm could refer to the hollow of a vessel or a cupped hand used in ritual practices. Okay, so now that word kapa, it is a noun feminine singular construct. Okay, noun feminine singular construct, third person. So we go down and we find our Deuteronomy 25 and 12. And if you look right here, under A of human beings, hollow or flat hand, right? So in these verses, it means hollow or flat hand. E, set up the cup upon the palm of Pharaoh, Genesis 40 and 11. Similarly, also Leviticus 8 and 26, twice in that verse. Leviticus 14 and 16 is distinguished from wrist and arm. And then Deuteronomy 25 and 12, okay, as distinguished from wrist and arm, okay? Now, it is telling you to put her away, to cut off her money, okay? It's not telling you to cut off her hand, all right? And this is why learning the Hebrew is very important, the grammatical syntax. It is very important, because if not, then these people can lie to you and twist their own words, and it will seem as if it fits or if it is correct. But in actuality, it is not, because the English does not convey the Hebrew context or the Hebrew thought process or the Hebrew culture, okay, like the Hebrew does. This is why I'm a big proponent of learning Hebrew, classical biblical Hebrew, okay? Now, if you go back, for those of you that say, oh, you know, he's talking Yiddish, he's this and that, so and so. No, we're not, okay? We have Matriz Lectiones right here. Pull it up. Matriz Lectiones right here. Ancient Hebrew epigraphs. Zioni Zevit, University of Michigan Libraries. Matriz Lectiones and Ancient Hebrew epigraphs. And I'm going to read something out of this to you, because a lot of people seem to think that two consonants did not form a vowel in the ancient Hebrew, in the Paleo script. So we go down to page 6, and right here, since the system of Matriz Lectiones was not used in Hebrew before the 9th century, and since that system is substantially the same as the one used in Aramaic from the beginning of the 9th century, if not earlier, and in Moabite from the middle of the 9th century at the latest, it can hardly be doubted that this system was borrowed by the Israelites from the Aramaeans during the course of the 9th century BCE. That's 900 BCE, that's King David, and that is right before the first temple was built by King Solomon. So, again, this is from the University of Michigan in their study, the study of Matriz Lectiones. Okay, has everything in here, the Hebrew seals, all kinds of things that had Matriz Lectiones in it. Right, and here is what it is again: University of Michigan Libraries, Matriz Lectiones and Ancient Hebrew epigraphs. Right, now get back to here. This is why we go into the Hebrew. I showed you why you need to know the Hebrew and the differences of the context between the English and the Hebrew. Now, it doesn't say cut off her palm in the English. It says cut off her hand. A big difference. And as you can see, it's important to learn the Hebrew. I hope I was able to bring some clarification to you, brothers and sisters, on this subject and on this topic. And if you like the video that we have provided, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and share the video with other Israelites so we can start correcting the mis-teachings that are rampant in Israel. Until the next video, this is Brother Araya signing out. Shalom, shalom.
Took her to Yahweh, a new song. Sing unto Yahweh, let all the earth call, bless his name and show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory amongst the heathens and wonder amongst the people. Every morning and evening I give him praise. The false gods are vain by the Most High. The skies was made, nothing new under the sun. Yeah, these times don't change. I guide my steps, directed, devise my ways. Honor and majesty, my Yah retain. Beauty is in the sanctuary amongst the saints. Give Yah glory and strength. Search far and wide across the seven seas for a sign, but never seen a God alive like Yah, my Elohim.